Good morning, guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are docked in Naples, Italy, and one of my favorite things about Naples is how convenient it is to get around to different places of Italy. We can't go that far because we have to come back by our 5 o'clock all aboard time, but it does give us the chance to explore Italy a little bit. My parents are currently on board, so we had planned to go to Capri. When all us showgirls were chatting in the dressing room last night during shows, we realized none of us booked the ferry yet and they were sold out. We're trying to figure out where to go. For example, we want to go to Positano, but we would have, from the time the ferry arrives to when the ferry leaves is only 2 hours, so it's not like you can explore a whole bunch. So we were trying to find somewhere that we could explore and have fun today. And then we asked our resident Italian, Antonio, our newest addition to our cast. We told him, if you had one day left here in Naples, where would you visit? And he said Ischia. I've never even heard of that, but he described it as the Amalfi coast but less touristy, so I was sold. So we bought the ticket and we're about to be on our way to Ischia. I only looked up what it looks like on Pinterest. I saw a couple photos, it looks beautiful. I'm gonna bring you guys along with me to go visit this place in Italy that I've never even heard of. And maybe it's a hidden treasure that you could visit if you're ever here in Naples. All right, let's go on the ferry. Just got on the ferry and now we're heading to Ischia. We're in Ischia and we have been walking around for probably about 45 minutes now, and we started at the port, which was on one end of the island, and we've walked to the complete other point of the island. It is quite small, but it's very cute to see all these little hidden gems in Italy. You could go down one little street and end up at a beautiful beach like the one I just showed you. But there's this spot on the island that is very famous for its views, and so I want to go there if we're here today. And we've just been enjoying our walk. The ferry was quite rocky, but it was only 50 minutes, so it wasn't too bad. Once we got here, we just started walking, seeing where that takes us. So yeah, I'll show you when we get to the beach that we're heading to. At this moment that I see this island and I look up in my maps what island this was, And it does say it's Ischia. So that's a problem. Into a big issue. So, you know, we were walking around, showed you that. Well, turns out we're not in Ischia. This whole time I'm thinking we're in Ischia because, you know, the ferry was going there, but we're not in Ischia. Don't know how that happened. We are in an island called Procida, which is a very tiny island next to Ischia. Hey guys, within all that craziness, I didn't have time to explain why this was really a problem. So when I realized we were on the wrong island, I messaged one of my friends that was on the other island, said, hey, can you send me your location? And that's when I fully realized we were on an island that was not on Ischia. So of course I look up ferries to get back to the port because, you know, I live on this cruise ship and I have to be back by a certain time, and it said that they were all sold out. From Procida, the island we were on, to Naples, I had a ferry ticket from Ischia back to Naples. So I figured if we could just get to Ischia, we can make the ferry at 2:05 and get back to Naples, get back to the ship, all will be okay. The only problem was the only ferry to Ischia arrived at 2 o'clock and we had to leave at 2:05. So that left absolutely no room if anything got delayed or anything. So I was mega stressed. So that is why we booked it back to the little ferry port. Thankfully, they were able to find us a ticket to go back to Naples. We did lose the money from the ferry ticket from Ischia to Naples, but if that's the worst thing that happened in the day, then that's totally fine. I'm so happy that we were able to get a ticket back to Naples. So that's why we just went ahead to enjoy the rest of the day in Procida and make the most of it. Hope that makes sense, because it barely made sense at the time. Right now we're in Marina de Coricella, and it's like our very own Cinque Terre. It looks kind of similar. It's really pretty. It's Procida's fisherman's town. This is called a lingua de prosciutto. We just got it recommended to us by a local, saying that this is like the pastry of this island. It's filled with cream. It's very yummy. This is supposed to be an iced coffee, but it really just tastes like coffee ice cream. This looks so fresh. See, that's the first time I see lemonade that's not like lemon soda here in Europe. We've moved over to a restaurant since the cafe, and we're gonna get some pizza before we head back to the port and get on the ferry. So we just finished lunch. We just had a really yummy pizza. And my adventurous mother said that instead of getting a 15-euro taxi to go to the port, we should get a 15-euro boat to go back to the port. So we're gonna go take the boat back to the port to get onto the ferry to go back to Naples. That is Ischia. That's where my friends are. Hope you guys had a great time at Ischia. We're making the most of our day. Pastello arroganese. A granita de limon, which is just like a lemon slushy. While we wait for the ferry, props to my mom for booking that boat because that was so amazing. Hey guys, we're back on the ship. I literally napped the whole way back from the ferry and I'm about to take a nap because that just really took it out of me. I rarely get stressed about all aboard times and going far from port, but today I was very stressed out for a little bit. But once we figured everything out with the ferry, then I was able to just enjoy my time there in Procida, which, I mean, crazy that we ended up there. Crazy that we were there for about an hour before any of us even realized. I actually had such an amazing day. We definitely made some lemonade out of the lemons we were handed today, and I'm so thankful for that. I'm thankful that everything worked out and we had a great day. If you ever come to Europe, make sure you are on the right ferry and get off at the correct place. It's fun that we can laugh about it now. Anyways, thank you so much for watching to this point and supporting my channel. You know what to do if you haven't already. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Click that bell so you're notified every time I make a post. Make sure you follow my Instagram so you kind of stay tuned on where I am in the world. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having the best day.